Look at that. We have Kellyanne, Tammy and Dr. Janette back this week as the closers for our show. So much to talk about. There's a lot going on with the 2024 election. We've got candidates popping up all over the place. We have Tim Scott, Senator Tim Scott, apparently that's tomorrow. Ron DeSantis, apparently this week. We've got Doug Burgum, the governor of North Dakota. You saw him the other week talking about the Teddy Roosevelt Presidential Library. He's apparently thinking about jumping in the race. Chris Christie as well. So, lots to talk about. I want to start, though, with this very unlikely ad for the Trump campaign that appeared on TV this morning from a very unlikely source. Watch this.
You said it would concern you if President Trump ran for office again. He is currently the front runner for the Republican nomination. What's your level of concern now?
Well, I'm concerned because, among other things, because he has been very clear that he wants to dramatically change, if not dismantle, some major institutions in the American government.
Tell me, that's the whole point. I mean, that's literally what people want.
That is what people want. It's like I'm concerned because he's going to deal with a wage gap again. People will have jobs again. The bad guys will be dead or hiding under a desk. God forbid should we have all of that. But yes, look, they create institutions. They create giant government and pretend that this is just the way it's always been, that this is natural, like the education department, like the energy department, whatever you want to think about it. The fact of the matter is, that's why they fear him, is he will change things because we know something is wrong. Things are not right, and we can survive, and we need things to be changed because what's going on right now is not okay.
It's amazing how out of touch they are that is sort of presented as some kind of warning. About
like it's a bad thing.
I know. Jeanette, so you're saying the candidates, suddenly there was a lot of speculation that there wouldn't be very many candidates and it would basically be Trump DeSantis. Now they're, as I mentioned, popular. Oh, Glenn Youngkin, apparently. Yeah. That's another one who looked like he was going to go and do it. Then he said he wasn't, and now he's out with some ad that people are thinking he's going to be jumping in the race. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think, it's healthy to have competition in the Republican primary. We have quite some, good, talented candidates, and we need to see who can bring it to the table. What do Americans want? We want a president that can take care of the problems that we have every single day. Table, problems. For example, can you afford to put food on the table? Can you afford to put gas in your tank? How's the education of your children? How's the crime in your community? What's going on with your job situation? So these are the things that everyday Americans look for, and we want a candidate that can tackle those problems.
The more the merrier, is your view?
Well, not for everyone.
Okay.
Well, not including the Democratic side.
Well, yeah, exactly. They won't let him be challenged. Okay, so Kellyanne, I mean, have you got anything to say, I wonder, about the 2024 election?
No way.
Well, the more the merrier is probably Donald Trump's anthem right now. He's the front runner, beating his closest competitor, Ron DeSantis, 52 or 56 to 20, barely. And so competition benefits him because he loves competition, but it also benefits him because there are now 17 winner-take-all primary states on the Republican side. There were 7 in 2016.
Oh, interesting.
Now there are 17, and he is a winner-take-all kind of guy. He can get 30%, 32%, maybe 25% if there are all these candidates, and take every single delegate. So I think if you want to run against Donald Trump, if you don't want Donald Trump to be the nominee, you have a choice to make. You either run against him hammer and tongs square on, or you don't run at all, because too many people will dilute it. Also, folks, eye on the prize. Joe Biden has the job currently. Joe Biden doesn't deserve the job. Joe Biden is incompetent in the job. Joe Biden shouldn't even want the job. So eye on the prize. Everybody wants the Republicans to argue. Don't forget that Joe Biden doesn't deserve a second term. And that should be the way that we begin and end every paragraph about the 2024 primary election.
So, Tammy, have you been surprised, like a lot of people, by the phrase that's been used to describe Ron DeSantis has been, over the past few months, actually, the missteps. There's been a lot of the missteps of Ron DeSantis. And also, he's just come across a little... We got some video, I think we can put up, of him. He was in Japan, and he did this very weird sort of bobblehead thing, and when he was answering a question, I saw it, and I thought it was a sort of deep fake. It was very odd. And then he was doing something in Iowa and sort of laughing in a very weird manner. I don't know. I mean,
I think we have to see him more because even President Trump has some interesting kind of quirks. But the fact is, that's what the campaigns are for. Get your footing. Find out what you're made of. And, a lot of people thought they were going to save the United States, like Rick Perry, and they end up being, not the saviors at all.
Exactly. Quick last word, Janette.
get out there and vote. Every vote matters. So make sure you do that because you can make a difference in this election.
Well, I think that's very quick. So I'm just going to say, what are you most looking forward to in terms of this week with all the flurry of announcements?
The fact that the Republican Party has a very deep and strong bench, if not now for 2028, and we've got the diverse field.
Yes.
We have a female Indian, a male Indian, an African American. They're stuck with the rich, white, straight, liberal guy, octogenarian, every minute, 80 years old.
Exactly.